And we welcome you to Webb City High School. We're at the Cardinal Dome for the second half of our doubleheader tonight. It's time for the varsity boys to play. The Cardinals and the Wildcats from the Neosho. Our countdown to tip-off brought to you by Burpo Family Chiropractic, Express RX in Webb City, and Huhat Mongolian Grill. Scott Boudreau here with you this evening, along with Dimitri Lloyd and Will Hedrick. Daniel Moorbeck at our studios. And guys, it's senior night. We saw the emotion of the two seniors and the teammates and the crowd responding in the girls' game earlier, and just saw the highlight film of all the seniors, both boys and girls. For the boys, it'll be Eli Pace, Holton Keith, and Joseph DeGraffenried, who had a injury-shortened season similar to Kara Long, but boy, what an outstanding duo Eli Pace and Holton Keith have been for this Cardinal Ball Club all year.
I mean, if outstanding is even the word, I mean, they're previously a couple weeks ago co-athlete players of the week. I mean, they made the award so two of them can get it for like the first time in 50 years. So they're doing a good job. They're both averaging about 22.5 points a game. But there needs to be a third player to step up tonight. Whether we said it's Hurd, whether it's Turner, whether it's Young, whether it's Riggs. Someone needs to be that third option to where if they get in foul trouble or the shot's not hitting tonight, they can lean on them. Those are your two leaders. Those are your two starters. They're going to be good for them tonight and for the rest of the districts as well.
It's not an understatement to say the Cardinals will go as far as Eli Pace and Holton Keith go, both tonight and in the districts to come. We'll go ahead and take a 3-minute break. Come back after this. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic. Once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
Body and Soul Transformation, located at 1703 Falcon Suite C in Webb City, is a 10,000 square foot, 24-hour fitness center and specialized personal training facility. They offer a variety of group fitness classes. They now accept silver sneakers and have classes for seniors. They also hold kids and youth events. They have something to offer everyone in the family and even have a kids zone for busy parents. Body and Soul Transformation in Webb City, 417-553-0757 or online at bodysoultransformation.com.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Webb City Sports is sponsored by Nick Myers, certified public accountant, located in Webb City at 2nd and Main, next door to City Hall, offering tax preparation and planning for personal and business taxes. Plus, they offer bookkeeping services and QuickBooks setup and training services. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nick Myers CPA at 2nd and Main in Webb City, with offices also in Joplin and Anderson. More information online at nickmyerscpa.com or 417-673-4200.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Huhat Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Huhat Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Huhat's mouth-watering signature sauces. Huhat Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Range Line Road in Joplin. More information online at whohot.com.
And we welcome you back to the Cardinal Dome. Place is rocking tonight on senior night as your Webb City Cardinals set to play the Neosho Wildcats. The Cardinals come in 12-12. The Wildcats 7-16 on the year. Earlier I had a chance to talk with head coach Jason Horn of the Cardinals. So let's go to the coach's show and hear from our head coach. And good evening, Cardinal fans. Welcome to tonight's Coach's Show. Scott Boudreaux along with the head coach, Jason Horn. Cardinals back home tonight on senior night to face the Neosho Wildcats. Coach, just another good step forward, an opportunity to honor some seniors, also an opportunity to get that much better as you head into districts next week.
Yeah, we're looking forward to playing. That's the great thing about basketball. We had a tough week last week, but get an opportunity to play twice a week, get that bad taste out of our mouth from last week, another chance to compete, and hopefully another chance for us to get better and get right going into districts.
The Neosho Wildcats, a familiar opponent. You spent some years down there, but tell me about this version of the Wildcats.
They've got a young group, primarily sophomores and juniors, a really talented group of kids. They've had some tough games this year where they just weren't able to finish off, in the fourth quarter and come away with a victory. They had a solid week last week. They had Parkview, down in the fourth quarter, weren't able to, finish the game off. But they shoot the ball extremely well. They have solid guard play. They're a team that we feel like we might be able to speed up and bother with our pressure, but we're going to have to defend the three-point line really well if we want a chance to win this game.
When you talk about senior leadership, you've got a couple on the court. You've got a manager as well that you'll honor tonight.
Two great players for our program. Both have had really good careers. They've won a lot of games over the past 4 years and been part of a lot of big moments. It's always sad to see two kids like that leave the program, but it's also gratifying to see what kind of men they've turned into. Certainly, they're two of the all-time best players we've had come through here. Eli, one of the few true point guards I've had in my career, does a good job running our offense, can score the basketball, great passer, and then Holton is one of the quickest guards I've ever had the opportunity to coach. He's a guy that can score points in bunches, a great rebounder, and has a tremendous motor. And then, Jasmine, she's as good a manager as I've had in my 21 years doing this. She keeps everybody straight from the coaching staff to the players, and she's going to be really hard to replace.
Finally, Coach, what are the keys to victory for the Cardinals tonight?
Well, we've got to use our pressure to get them sped up. Like I said earlier, I think they're a team that we can turn over. We need to limit fouls, make sure we're playing clean. We don't want a lot of stoppage in play from the whistles. So if we lock our traps, keep our hands high, I think we're going to have the opportunity to get some easy baskets that way. And then you got to defend the three-point line. They're really good on the three-point line. You cannot give them clean looks. If we can do those two things defensively and then just finish plays offensively. Last week, those were two tough opponents, but those were two winnable games. And, when you shoot that poorly from the field, you're going to have a hard time beating anybody. I don't care how good you are. So we've got to keep getting the shots we're getting, but just finish those plays, and, I think we'll have a chance.
Coach, good luck in tonight's ball game. We'll talk to you at halftime and after the game.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Welcome you back to Webb City High School. We're at the Cardinal Dome. We're just coming up on the top of the hour. You're listening to 91.7 FM, KNEO Neosho Joplin. Our countdown to tip-off here tonight, brought to you by Burpo Family Chiropractic, Express RX in Webb City, and Who Hot Mongolian Grill. It's time now for our keys to winning. They're sponsored by Missouri Southern State University, where qualifying first-time freshmen are eligible to receive up to $20,000 in scholarships. Missouri Southern State University. Learn more at mssu.edu/Moso Merit and apply today. Here's Dimitri Lloyd and Will Hedrick with our keys to winning.
And my first key, Scott, is they have to mentally be prepared for this game. It's senior night, as we mentioned. Everything's just a little bit quicker, faster. Everyone's a little bit stronger. The energy's there. The environment's there. So mentally, they got to stay out of their head, trust each other, trust the coaches, and also just kind of trust the fans as well. You can kind of ride the roller coaster of the fans, get them in it, keep them out of it whenever you want to. So mentally, they have to lock in tonight, stay in there for 4 quarters. Will?
I'll add 2 more on to that. first key will be on the boards rebounding. Cardinals average getting out rebounded about 9 rebounds per game. So they look to try and match Neosho's intention, physicality. They box out really hard, so they've got to match that down low. And then secondly, you got to be wary of the 3-point shot from Neosho. These Wildcats, if they get hot, they will shoot the lights out and they will silence this home crowd very, very quickly. So you got to be wary of that. Got to rotate good on defense to find them.
And on this date in history, since 1982, the Cardinals are 9-2 when playing on the 24th day of February. Webb City converted 24 of 35 free throws in the final quarter to defeat McDonald County 57-54. That was back in 1998. They got the district title that night, a team that went on to place third in the state. 13 points from Dan Stanley. Tracy Wistrom and Micah Ansley paced the Cardinals, with Andrew Speaker tossing in 12. And shooting 75% from the field in the first quarter. The Cardinals pelted Carl Junction 88-61 in the 1976 regular season finale. Brad Byler with 27 points. Chuck Land with 18. We'll pause here for our national anthem. Back here in 1 minute. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
Webb City Cardinal fans, did you know there's a local, knowledgeable, friendly pharmacy conveniently located at 101 West Doherty in Webb City? We are Express RX of Webb City. And the best part is we can save you up to 90% on your prescriptions from the big box stores. We make it so easy to switch. Plus, we offer free convenient services such as free delivery, drive-through, and free pill packaging. So come by and make the switch today. And go Cardinals!
A great rendition by athletic trainer Craig Jennings with the national anthem. And now it's time to meet our starting lineups. First for the Neosho Wildcats, it'll be junior Jaden Fisher, junior Caden Asbury, junior Oliver Martin, senior Kenton Smith, and a sophomore Zach Forsythe. The head coach of the Wildcats is Zane Culp. He's assisted by Drew Harmon, Tommy Sangston, and Brock Franklin. Their manager is Lily Branscombe. Being introduced now, and now with the lights dim and a final video presentation here. It's time to see the starting lineups for your Webb City Cardinals. It'll be a 6-foot junior, Trey Turner. It'll be a 6-foot senior, Holton Keith. 6-foot senior, Eli Pace. It'll be a 6'2" sophomore, Mason Young, and a 6-foot junior, Slade Hurd. The head coach of the Cardinals is Jason Horn, assisted by Jacob Strigley, Mackenzie Sams, Alex Pickett, and Colton McKee. And one more senior on this ball club, the manager, Jasmine Sanchez-Travis, along with Hayden Johnson, Stella Collard, Daisy Pitsley, Emmy Bulger, Jaden Underwood, and Riley Thomas. Coach Horn said Jasmine may be the best manager he's had in 21 years. It's a high compliment. He's seen a lot of them over his 21-year coaching career as Jeff Montgomery gets ready to rile up the crowd for these starters. Guys, some final thoughts here. We saw the open from the Lady Cardinals. It was a slow offensive start. It was the Lady Wildcats taking it to them. How do you take your emotion from the bench to the court if you're a senior here tonight for the Cardinals, talking about Eli Pace and Holton Keith?
It's got to be through leadership and just being just overall a captain of the team. If I'm going to dive on the floor, I expect everyone else to. If I get subbed out and I'm on the bench, I expect the bench to be up and ready to go and celebrate and doing my celebration. So they just need to get the same output that they're putting in, and maybe whether it's lead by example or lead by voice, but they got to make sure everyone is up to their speed, up to their level, and up to their knowledge as well. Nobody can be left behind, whether Riggs comes in, whether Adams comes in. It doesn't even matter all the way at the end of the bench, the freshmen come in. Everyone needs to be at that same speed tonight and be consistent.
Our officials for this contest, David Wells, Alex Binder, and Kent Harmel, as the Cardinal crowd and student section getting pumped up for this one. It'll be Holton Keith ready to jump center against Kenton Smith. The players are ready. Students are ready. I know I'm ready. Kent Harmel, our official at center circle, ready to toss up the pumpkin. And we're underway as the Cardinals win the tip and Eli Pace controls. Hand off to Holton Keith. Calls out the play. Eliso for Pace. Down the lane he goes. Bounce pass to Mason Young. Puts it up, has it blocked, but he's fouled. How'd you like that first little set there?
I mean, it's quick. They took advantage of the man. The pass was on point. Young was ready. He got it. Now it's just a matter of time. Trying to get that and one chance just to sneak in those extra points.
Mason Young, the sophomore, puts the first free throw in for the Cardinals. And second one off the mark. Cardinals lead it 1-0. Martin brings it up the floor, knocked away by Trey Turner, picked up by Pace. He'll look up the floor, now dribble ahead. Kicks it out to Trey Turner. And picked up off by Martin. Martin against Holton Keith. Oh, drag step, somehow got that one to go off the glass. 2-1 Wildcats. Holton Keith down the lane, left-hand shot, no good. And rebound by Smith, nearly threw it away. Now Asbury with it. Out here to Fisher. Into the paint, and Holton Keith with a foul from behind as he bumped Kenton Smith. Baseline out of bounds for the Wildcats. Stolen by Turner. Looking up the floor. Has Pace on the left wing for three. It's good! And the seniors on the board. The Cardinals lead 4-2. Asbury back to Fisher. Oh, that's Martin, rather. Now over to Fisher on the left wing for three. Blocked by Turner. Slade Hurd comes down with it. Gives it up to Pace. Charging ahead with the left hand and finishing. What a finish by Pace.
I mean, he's playing hot right now. He's playing fast, and that's his game. He likes the physical. He likes to bump, and you saw him hit the three earlier. The crowd's in it. The bench is in it. He gets the jump ball right there. The emotions are a little high, Scott, and that's what you want from your senior. That's the example right there on senior night. You're at home. The dome's loud, so go get it.
It'll be Wildcats ball, and there was nothing dirty about that. I love the fact that it was just pure physical, ball on ball. Both guys had it. It'll go back to the Wildcats on the change of possession here. Canton Smith to throw it in. And cross court to go to Martin. And he threw it in the corner to nobody. In front of the Cardinal bench. Cardinals lead at 6-2 with 6 minutes left here in the first. Man defense by the Wildcats. Turner on the weave, and this time they'll get Smith on the reach against Holton Keith. Other aspect of a game that you know is going to be this intense, you better go meet the ball every time.
Oh, 100%. Everyone's just a little bit faster. The juice is up tonight. You're going to expect some things that sometimes may
There's
not
a
look
lob
so
to Holton Keith. Puts it in. Beautiful set play on the sideline out of bounds, and Keith is on the board. And the Cardinals 8-2. Here comes Keith off the steal. 2 more. Keith with 4. Pace with 5, and the Cardinals lead 10-2. Asbury threw it away. Cardinals have sped up these Wildcats early, and a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with you. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic, once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
Welcome back to the Cardinal Dome. The Cardinals out to a 10-2 lead with just 2.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. What do you attribute the explosive start to?
I mean, they're playing well, but it's the seniors, as we said, Scott, the leadership there. I mean, the crowd's in it as well. I mean, the bench is in it overall. So everybody from the coaching staff to the fans to everybody in the entire dome. I mean, it's live today. It's fun, and the seniors are playing well. So now it's just time for everyone to step up and keep that same energy rolling.
There's Turner on the feed inside to Holton Keith. Powers up and scores with the left hand. Again, nice half-court offense by the Cardinals there.
They're slowing it down a little bit, but they're playing fast off the screens. They're running quick. They're taking advantage of the man really well today.
And throwing it away is Fisher. That's a couple of just out-and-out throwaways to nobody that time. Here come the Cardinals. Looked at the backdoor lob. Here comes Turner down the baseline. Bumped that time by Asbury. Baseline down to bounds play coming up. Eli Pace, the senior, to throw it in. Box set here for the Cardinals. They lob it into Mason Young. On the weave is Holton Keith. Inside they go to Turner. And he hits his first 2 of the night. And that's a guy they would love to be the third scorer on this team.
And he's proven he can be. He's got to be consistent, but his fuel comes from defense. He's most athletic in the gym right now.
There's a 3 by Asbury. No good. Knocked out of the hands of Pace, and it'll go back to the Cardinals. 14-2, the early run by the Cardinals. Pace will bring it up the floor. Hurd and Holton Keith in the corners. Mason Young gives it to Holton Keith on that right wing. He'll hesitate against the 2-3 zone. And a 3 now by Pace. Off the mark. Loose ball picked up by Asbury. Inside they go, but stolen by Pace. Gets in the lane. Hurd for three at the top of the key. In and out. And picked up by Martin. Down the lane. Kicks it out to Fisher for three. It's good. And that's the open look the Wildcats have been looking for. 14-5 Cardinals.
I mean, Will said it best. I mean, we've watched them in the years past and even this year as well, a couple tournaments. They get hot, and they get hot real quick.
There's a floater by Holton Keith, no good. And picked up by Fisher. Up the lane goes Martin. Back to Smith. He missed the bunny. Saved in by Holton Keith. Now Hurd up ahead to Pace. Down the baseline he goes. Asbury with the body check that time. That's that hockey check, isn't it?
Give him a little shoulder on the way by.
He gave him the shoulder after the fact that time. You're not going to out-muscle Eli Pace. At the elbow is Eli Pace on the throw-in. Missed the bunny shot. Knocked out of there by Young, and Hurd picks it up. Holton Keith down the lane. Kicks it out to Turner. Had a three, wants to go down the lane instead, off the glass, and good. I say, Trey Turner, take the shots you want. He's 2 for 2. 16-5, the Cardinals lead. Smith with it, spins on Pace. Inside he goes, and a foul. Let's see if they get Hurd or Young here. It'll be against Slade Hurd. And Canton Smith goes to the free throw line. We'll tell you about some of our sponsors, including Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Burpo Family Chiropractic, Arvest Wealth Management, Snodgrass Collision Center, Reeves Tire and Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Webb City, Who Hot Mongolian Grill, Price Family Insurance and Financial Services, Big Nickel, Proload Maintenance Center, Madison Pet Clinic, Roderick Insurance Agency, and Baker Davis Roderick CPAs. Holden Johnson and Dalton Riggs check in for Mason Young and Trey Turner. Second free throw, no good. Riggs rebounds. 16-6, the Cardinals lead it. Man-to-man by the Wildcats. Pace guarded by Martin. Gets down the lane, spins, turns, kicks it out to Johnson for three. It's good! Holden Johnson comes in firing. We talked about it, Dimitri, when the big boys, the seniors, are going well, gives all the confidence to the rest of the guys.
100%. And if I'm seeing Pace right there, and even if he doesn't have these 5-6 points, even off that jump ball, even off the couple bumps off Asbury, that lights you up a little bit when you get into the game.
19-6, the Cardinals lead. Martin saves it on a wild pass. Down the lane he goes, and a foul that time on a reach. Eli Pace says, my bad. Some of our other sponsors include Missouri Southern State University, Webb City Booster Club, Dairy Queen of Webb City, Express RX in Webb City, Body and Soul Transformation, Nick Myers CPA, and Crowder College. Martin has the ball stolen, thrown ahead to Holton Keith, tried to save it. It'll go back to the Cardinals. Pace says, I threw it off the wrong shoulder that time. He threw it to the outside of his receiver that time, and receiver was trying to make the in cut. Inside, there's Martin on the jumper from the baseline. It's good. 19-8, the Cardinals lead. A minute and a half left in the first quarter. Holton Keith guarded by Smith. Now to Hurd. Against Fisher. Out to Eli Pace for three. It'll be short. Dalton Riggs right there for the rebound and the putback for two. 21-8. Cardinals lead. They swing it across to Fisher. Out to Asbury. Inside on a touch pass and a nice finish that time by Forsythe on a touch pass from Smith. 21-10, Cardinals lead. 50 seconds left in the first. Slade Hurd at the left wing. Trying to decide whether he wants to put up a three. Holden Johnson on the dribble drive. He'll go all the way to the cup and fouled by Asbury. Holden Johnson showing he's got a little dribble drive action and that last hesitation.
Again, a little fake spin, a little hesitation, as you said, and he kept on the left side as well. He made a direct angle to the basket. He cut off Asbury, and he was able to draw that foul on Asbury right there.
Holden Johnson to the free throw line. Knocks his first one in. I believe that's 3 fouls already on Asbury for the Wildcats. As he checks out. And Cardinals lead 22-10, 30 seconds left, and a ball thrown away. Dane Arthur checked in for the Wildcats. He's a freshman guard. He draws Holden Johnson right now. I'm Holden Johnson. I'm going to the paint with this guy. Pace, call him for one shot. They want to run a little weave action. There's Holton Keith, left-hand shot, no good. Here comes the aforementioned Arthur. Kicks it out. Fisher for 3, it's good. 4 seconds left, got to heave one here. Turner, and it's good! At the end of the first quarter, it's the Cardinals 25. The Wildcats 13. Come back with second quarter action after this. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
The Webb City Booster Club is proud to support Webb City student athletes. The Booster Club works with parents, community volunteers, and businesses to enrich the experience of Webb City High School athletics. They would like to encourage anyone interested in making an impact on our student athletes to consider joining the Booster Club. If you are an individual, family, or business and would like more information on joining the Boosters, you can stop by the Booster trailer that is at all Cardinal home games, or you can find them on Facebook at Webb City Athletic Booster Club. Webb City Booster Club wishes all their athletes an amazing year. Go Cards!
And we welcome you back to the Cardinal Dome here. Wildcats thought they were going to get the final 3 of the quarter, Dimitri, but how about Turner lining one up from just beyond midcourt?
I mean, it was perfect. They played pace. They didn't expect Turner. Turner came right in from the volleyball line, and it looked good the second he shot it. We got probably one of the best views in the house. We can tell if it's a make or miss, whether it's a girls or boys game, and that was Monday right there. That's the momentum they need. They got a 12-point lead going into the second quarter. Now it's time to ride that momentum. Stay high. It doesn't matter who comes into the game, and we saw it right there. They went 7 deep right there. Johnson came in, Riggs came in, and they didn't lose a step. They got to keep doing that for now 24 more minutes left in the game.
A good shooting quarter for the Cardinals. Overall, good defensive quarter for them as well, but the Wildcats starting to find that 3 a couple of times, so Cardinals will have to adjust as well. Pace to Mason Young for 3. It's good! And the senior Pace gives Young a big high five, 28-13. If you're Slade Hurd, you may have to put up a shot here pretty soon. There's Smith down the lane for 2. Up ahead to Holton Keith. Hesitates, puts up a nice little runner that time. What I love about that is he came back and got the 45-degree angle.
100%. That was perfect body control right there. Had the defender in the air, avoided the foul as well, and that's just perfect. That's just a senior masterclass.
There's Martin for 3, no good. Put back, no good. Hurd with a strong rebound. Hurd doing the dirty work even though he hadn't scored yet. Turner with shot, no good. Young gets the rebound, kicks it out to Pace. Guarded by Martin, goes right past him all the way to the cup and tapped out by Young. And Trey Turner is playing with some confidence, and I can promise you this is the encouragement he's been getting throughout the year, and it's just been a matter of him slowly but surely believing in himself and believing what the coaches have been telling him.
And he's got another year, Scott, so he's going to get some of that playoff experience. He's going to get some of that starting experience and going into his senior year. The expectations are on him. It's him left to go. He's got the athleticism. He's got the skill set. He's got it defensively, and now he's just trying to complete his game.
30-8, 30-15, the Cardinals lead it. And substitutions now for the Neosho Wildcats as Arthur comes in, along with Mason Spiva, the sophomore. Martin comes up with the rebound off the miss. Knocked away. Mason Young has it up ahead to Holton Keith. He hesitates and puts it in. He knew Smith was behind him. Arthur. Get it ahead to Arthur, trapped by Trey Turner and Holton Keith. Now to Smith near the Cardinals sideline on the floor. Who wants it? And diving across everybody was Canton Smith. Good sportsmanship here by all the players. It'll go back to the Wildcats. They're using that sideline as the extra defender that time.
100%. I mean, from coaches to managers, all the way to players. I mean, they got every seat in the house filled, and they got the little mini Cardinals behind them.
There's a three by Spiva. He's a capable shooter. 32-18. Cross-court pass to Turner. Down the baseline he goes. He stepped out of bounds. There's no let up if you're playing these Wildcats because they're not going to stop shooting the three.
No, and I think, Scott, they got Mason Young for an illegal screen right there.
Okay. Arthur with it for the Wildcats. Gets it across to Martin. Underneath they go. And Simpson scores. And a timeout called by the Wildcats. They trail 32-20. We'll take it with you. Back here with more. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Welcome back to the Cardinal Dome. Scott Boudreau along with Dimitri Lloyd and Will Hedrick. Daniel Moore back at our studios. Will, good start to this quarter. What do the Cardinals need to do different to not let those open threes happen for the Wildcats?
Well, you just got to be aware. You've got to know where they like to set up. They like to set up kind of in the corners and on the wings. So just be wary whenever you're going to trap. Be ready for that outlet pass.
Coach Jason Horn calls the play out. A little zone defense by the Wildcats. Holton Keith kicks it out to Hurd for three. It's good! And everybody's on the board now that's been in the game for the Cardinals, all 7 players. 35-20, the Cardinals lead it. Martin, cross-court pass to Arthur. Jumper off the mark. Rebound Hurd. Looking ahead and has it knocked away. Arthur comes up with it. Behind the back dribble. Cut off there. Now Martin gets it back. He'll dribble through the lane, met by Hurd, puts it up and in. Hurd did all he could there. It was the gamble maybe at the top that cost him.
Yeah, it was multiple gambles, Scott. The trap was there. That's the right spot. You get him in kind of the middle of the court where they can't really see over you. I mean, they had both Keith and they had Turner, so just stay shoulder to shoulder, as you always say, and don't reach.
Free throw missing. Dalton Briggs checked in for the Cardinals earlier. 35-22, 4:41 left in the second quarter. Lob to Holton Keith for a jam! And the senior slams one home. He's got 12 here in the early going. 37-22, the Cardinals lead. Spin in the lane by Smith. Turnaround jumper good. And Pace, who had 5 early, been quiet since, but he's sharing the ball. And there's a 3 by Hurd. No good. Dalton Riggs puts up a tough shot. No good. Here comes Arthur with it. Splits the defense. And knocked out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say off of Hurd. Canton Smith nearly took him out that time. And officials making sure there's no water near that sideline where everybody ended up out of bounds. Hurd checks out and Holden Johnson checks in. Smith to throw it in the backcourt to Arthur. Martin, cross-court pass over here to Spiva for 3. No good. Simpson with a rebound, puts it up and in. That's 2 power moves he's made inside. Here's Holden Johnson coming the other way for 2. And maybe a quick shot that time by the Cardinals. 37-26, they lead it, but don't need the quick shot. You want to keep working the ball.
He was just a tad bit out of rhythm, Scott. I mean, it was a 2-on-3 situation. Just slow it down, bring it back up, and reset.
And a jump ball. This time the Cardinals get it as Martin got trapped by Turner. Already 3 jump balls in the game. And Cardinals have been tough on every one of them. Eli Pace calls out the play as Turner throws it into Holton Keith. Jumper no good. Riggs with the rebound. Keith kicks it out to Pace for 3. In and out, put back by Holton Keith. No good. Fighting for the rebound and coming up with it is Martin. Stolen by Pace. Now he'll clear everybody. Down the lane he goes. Jumper in the lane, off the mark, and off the hands of Dalton Riggs. Pace not happy with himself there. He had a good look at that shot off the glass, just over-corrected the push that time. Cross court to go to Spiva. He wanted that 3. There's Canton Smith for 2 off the bank. 37-28, now within 9 after the Cardinals led by 15 just a couple of minutes ago. Holden Johnson down the baseline, jumper, no good. Arthur with the rebound. Down the lane he goes for 2, no good. Pace with the rebound. Splits the defenders and loses it. And Holden Johnson fighting for the basketball. And that's Martin on the floor. Holden Johnson stood his ground there.
I mean, as you said earlier in the hockey, it's kind of a shoulder check. That one person shoulder check, he kind of took it in the chest and just kind of stood there. I mean, that right there, that fires up the crowd. And as I said, it doesn't matter who's coming into the game. They're not skipping a beat right now, and they're playing physical. The refs are letting them play a little physical as well, but not too physical. They're adapting to it.
Riggs for 3 from the corner. It's good! That's how you bust that 3-2 zone, 40-28. Cardinals on top by 12. And a block on Smith. Holden Johnson comes up with the loose ball. Then he was fouled by Arthur. How about that?
That was a great block right there. He went up and just volleyball spiked it down with 2 hands. Johnson got on the floor a little bit, ran out there, took the hit again. That's twice now. You might want to put him in football, give him a linebacker shot maybe or a free safety. I mean, get him in there, keep being physical, and that's what's got them at this 12-point lead right now.
Pace with the basketball. 3-2 zone still by the Wildcats. Riggs for another 3. Off the back iron. If he'd have stayed there, he might have got the rebound. Minute 30 left here in the first half. There comes Simpson down the lane and throws it away into the Cardinal student section. Spiva will check out. Haven Plummer checks in. Martin back in along with Fisher and Forsyth. Minute 19 left. 40-28, the Cardinals lead. Up top to Pace. In the corner to Riggs. Got to have I think they got to have a cut down that high to low area when the ball goes in the corner in addition to the kick out high.
And Scott, whether that's through the passer or whether that's through the high post, you need your high post and your soft spot to move as well. You can't break a zone without those two.
Pace throws it off the shoe tops of Dalton Riggs. Tough one to handle there. Cardinals with a 40-28 lead. We're inside a minute. Martin had it knocked away, got it back, put it inside to Forsyth, and fouled by Holden Johnson. Maybe not a terrible foul. You give up a layup.
And I say, Scott, no easy buckets. If you're going to get a wide open shot, earn it at the free throw line, earn it these two shots right here with the home crowd yelling at you.
First free throw good by Forsyth. Good crowd here from Neosho, and Webb City fans have shown up as well on senior night. Second free throw good. Back within 10, 40-30. Inside 50 seconds left. Let's see if the Cardinals can get a quality possession and a finish here. Turner to Johnson. On the cut was Turner. Now they kick it out to Riggs. And Pace threw it away. Nearly got it back, but Canton Smith picks up the loose ball. Plummer out to Martin. Now to Plummer. Turned down the three, knocked in the backcourt by Pace. 18 seconds left. Martin. Cardinals looking to trap him. And he kicks it out of bounds. Coach Culp not happy, thought there was contact. It caused him to dribble off his shoe. 7 seconds left. Cardinals have time to get another shot here if they going to let the ball roll to midcourt. Now Pace will pick it up and go. All the way to the cup for the finish. No good. Holden Johnson fought for the rebound, and at the end of the half, it's the Cardinals 40, the Neosho Wildcats 30. Back with our halftime show after this. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Proud to support the Cardinals and serve the Webb City and surrounding areas is Madison Pet Clinic. Located at 1631 South Madison in Webb City, they specialize in pet surgery, wellness exams, and vaccinations. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5:30 and Saturday 8 to noon. Madison Pet Clinic is a proud supporter of the Webb City Cardinals. 673-2455 or online at madisonpetclinic.com. Go Cardinals!
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
When you buy an airline ticket and something unexpected comes up, you can use that ticket at another time, but you can't give it to another person. You can't fly in someone else's ticket. Well, the same goes for God. See, there's no way that you can get into heaven on someone else's ticket. God says each of us will give an account of himself. Jesus paid your way into heaven when he died on a cross for every wrong thing that you've ever done. Call 1-888-NEED-HIM. That's 1-888-NEED-HIM.
Baseball card collecting can result in a great dividend. That's if you invest in the right cards. Often, their true value isn't realized until years later. So if you get rid of them too soon, you could be throwing treasure in the trash. We make the same mistake if we don't realize our worth and tend to throw ourselves away by making bad choices. But you are worth so much to Jesus. Learn why. Call 888-NEED-HIM or chat with us live at needhim.org.
Do you believe there's no such thing as absolute truth? If you say yes, then you are making an absolute statement. We believe that unchanging moral truth does exist. It comes from God, who loves you and gives it for your good. In fact, He went so far as to die for you and offer you forgiveness you cannot otherwise find. We want to help you learn the truth about heaven and what it means to have a personal relationship with Jesus. Call or text us at 888-NEED-HIM to learn more.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Second half of our doubleheader here tonight. Scott Boudreau along with Dimitri Lloyd and Will Hedrick. And guys, a fast-paced first half. An explosive start for the Cardinals, but they didn't get away from the Wildcats in that first half, Will.
Yeah, no, they were up by, I believe, 15 it was, Scott. Now, I mean, a good job by the Wildcats cutting it down to 10. Just kind of little things finishing at the rim that the Cardinals need to work on, moving around a little bit more in their traps, cutting off the three-pointers. But overall, very aggressive game, like I said earlier. The Cardinals are going to have to match the aggressiveness of Neosho, which I believe they very much have.
Dimitri, your thoughts?
Just going off Will, they've matched the physicality, but they've used it to their advantage as well. They're getting the Wildcats kind of riled up a little bit, but they're not getting riled up as the same. They're kind of using it against them. They've got Canton a couple times. They got Oliver a couple times. Like, they're really getting these guys wound up in the emotion. They're wound up in the crowd. The student section's been helping. The seventh grade team behind us has been helping. So overall, they're playing emotionally and just mentally well against the Wildcats tonight.
Cardinals will have to come out firing here in the second half. We'll take another 3-minute break, come back with some of our statistics and a quick visit with head coach Jason Hornet. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Price Family Insurance and Financial Services has been caring for clients since 1990 and is still here to take care of all your insurance needs, from auto, home, business, life, and health insurance to group health insurance for businesses, plus financial services. To find out more information, call the dedicated team at Price Family Insurance and Financial Services today at 417-673-8338 or stop by and see them at 100 South Main Street in Webb City. You can also learn more online at pricefamilyinsurance.com.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Hoo-Ha Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Hoo-Ha Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Hoo-Ha's mouth-watering signature sauces. Hoo-Ha Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Range Line Road in Joplin. More information online at hooha.com.
Welcome back to Webb City High School in the Cardinal Dome. Halftime show brought to you by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. 2:16 remaining in the halftime. Both the Cardinals and Wildcats are out of the locker room. We await an interview with Coach Jason Horn, but while we've got a minute, let's go over some of these first half statistics, starting with the Neosho Wildcats. They were 12 for 21, 57% from the field, 3 for 7, 43% from 3, and just 3 for 5 at the free throw line. Now for the Webb City Cardinals, they were 16 for 35, 45% from the field, 6 for 12, 50% from 3, so good three-point shooting from the Cardinals, and then just 2 for 6 from the free throw line. So the Cardinals with a 10-point lead, they lead 40-30. Turnover-wise, Neosho turned it over 15 times, and something I noticed a lot, it was the Wildcats' Oliver Martin, who was one of the main contributors with his wild no-look passes that went out. The Cardinals are very good, only 6 turnovers so far. We'll send it down to Scott Boudreau.
Coach, a fast start for your ball club. What'd you like about the first couple minutes of that ball game?
I thought they were just playing harder, more aggressive, going to the basket, not letting a miss affect them.
What's the difference in the comeback so far by the Wildcats? What do you need to take away from them?
We had 2 careless turnovers there to end the half. We just got to keep playing wide on defense, trying to challenge their shots and up our deflections.
Good luck in the second half.
Thanks.
And guys, we'll keep it here as we head to the second half. And if you can't get riled up with little Sweet Caroline playing, I don't know how you start a second half any better, Dimitri.
Oh, 100%. And they do a good job down there at the scores table. They play all the right music at all the right time, and it really gets you hyped up. And Will, I know you've been to a couple games yourself. I mean, how's that music make you feel when the team's coming out there, they're firing all centers, especially when it's senior night as well?
Oh, well, music is always really fun. I remember for the football team walking down the hill, hearing the hype-up music, it kind of sent chills going through your body. It makes you really want to go out and just play hard.
Guys, what'd you hear in the tone of head coach Jason Horn there?
He's almost, in a sense, Scott, I mean, he's kind of a tough love kind of guy. I mean, he doesn't show very much, but he was smiling right there. I mean, he's kind of smiling at halftime. He's proud of them. And I saw before the game, he's he's letting them play the game tonight. He's not really getting on to them. He's letting them play free. He's letting them play with their freedom. And he's really seeing how Pace and how Keith are going to handle adversity. And it's kind of like the quote, I mean, they had to say from Nick Saban, I mean, championship teams they find a way to make it out of that hole.
Asbury with a 3, no good, and a tie up underneath between Forsyth and Holt and Keith, and the Cardinals will get the ball back. Turner with the basketball, brings it across the midcourt line. Man defense by the Wildcats to start this third quarter. Young at the free throw line on the back cut. Oh, they had Holden Keith, but Ken Smith there to steal it. And stolen back by Pace. All the way to the cup. He'll go for the finish. No good. Martin with the rebound. End to end right now. Martin goes, kicks it out to Asbury. He'll get in the lane. No. And Canton Smith with the 2. He's got 9 on the night. 40-32. Slade Hurd to Eli Pace. Down the baseline he goes. Now to Hurd in the corner for 3. It's good. Nice fade that time to the corner by Hurd to get set.
I mean, that's his spot, Scott. He likes to do it off the dribble or off the catch and shoot, and that's his corner right there with the home crowd and the student section, his buddies behind him.
And a steal by Hurd. Cardinals lead at 43-32. Pace against Martin. Down the lane he goes, stops, pops, and puts it in. Didn't want to go as deep as challenging Forsyth, just put up the easy 6-footer that time.
I mean, he got the little bump as well. He likes to play physical, and he filled out his frame over the offseason, and that's what he does best.
Inside to go to Canton Smith. He was grabbed. They'll get Trey Turner on the foul. Should be his first. Cardinals got a lot of contributions in that first half as Mason Spiva checks in for the Wildcats, replacing Martin. They throw it in. Forsyth puts up a shot, no good. Never could get it off the glass that time. Pace coming up quickly. And Horn calls a play for the Cardinals. Turner. On the weave is Pace. In the corner to Mason Young, down the baseline, pushed by Forsyth. He got his shot up anyway. He's starting to learn exactly what you got to do. Create the space. Don't let yourself get pushed out.
Oh, 100%. He's taking that sharp angle. Once he passes him, it's what Pace does best as well. They swipe the hand down. They break the hand down, and they step in front of him. It's called a crab dribble as well. Get in front of someone and go get in your bucket.
Mason Young knocks down the first free throw. Second free throw good. 47-32, the Cardinals lead. 5:41 left in the third. Oh, Turner, a near steal. Fisher, or Asbury with it rather. They get it across to Spiva. Back to Asbury, now to Fisher. Cut off there and stolen. Oh, and thrown away by Holton Keith. When you see that fast break, sometimes you just get a little excited trying to throw it ahead. Spiva with it. Double team there. Back to Asbury. And, oh, Turner punched it from behind Canton Smith. But they're going to get him on the reach that time. And we'll see how this foul situation goes. That's the second foul on Turner. Asbury to throw it in. Out top to Smith. Back to Asbury. Cardinals in that zone look right now. Asbury for 3. Air ball. Cardinals are quick enough they can make you rush that shot.
100%, and it's the zone as well, but it's a higher and a wider zone. So sometimes that 3 looks a little more open, but it's truly not, especially with these longer guards like Keith and Pace and Turner on the wing.
Pace to Hurd to Turner on the weave. Gets downhill, spins, throws it back to Pace. Guarded by Fisher. Back to Holton Keith, guarded by Canton Smith. They'll switch it up. Down the lane goes Holton Keith. Spins, turns in the lane. Good. He waited till he could find the angle to put it off the glass.
And that's what he does best, and that's what he's done best all year as well. He gets people in the air. He works best inside the paint. And he's been getting us about 20 points just like that.
49-32, the Cardinals lead. A little over 4 minutes here in the third. 14-4, Holton Keith. Asbury to Fisher for 3. Off the back iron, and Holton Keith with the rebound. Hurd running to the corner. Holton Keith down the lane, puts it up, no good. Right there is Mason Young for the putback. Mason Young having a game, he's got 8. And a timeout called by the Wildcats with the Cardinals leading 51-32. We'll take it with you. Back after this, you're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Dome here at Webb City High School. Second half of our doubleheader. Cardinals won the first one of the evening. Lady Cardinals won their senior night affair. Now a couple of seniors on the floor for the Cardinals, and Holton Keith and Eli Pace trying to do the same in this one. And after leading 40-30 at the half, they've come out with an 11-2 run in the first 4.5 minutes of this third quarter.
They're speeding up the Wildcats, as you said, and they're making them shoot quicker and just not as good shot selection as we saw in the first half as well. But then in the half court and on their defensive trap as well, they're getting those steals, they're getting those takeaways, and the gambles aren't as there as much as we've seen earlier in the season. They're taking smart gambles, they're getting the pokes they need, and the fast break points have been excellent as well.
Wildcats with the basketball. Asbury gets it to Martin. Cardinals back in their 1-2-2 trap. Cross court, they throw it away. Asbury looking for Martin. Threw it into the Wildcats bench. Pam Drake at Roderick Insurance Agency is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals. Roderick Insurance Agency has served the area since 1945, located at 108 North Main Street in Webb City, offering insurance plans including auto, home, business, and more from a variety of companies. For more information, call 673-1242 or online at RoderickInsuranceAgency.com. Cardinals work it around. Now back to that zone are the Wildcats. Pace inside, jumper in the lane, off the mark, gets his own rebound. Now he'll flip it up and miss one more time. And here comes Martin for the Wildcats. Oh, nice steal by Holton Keith. He'll hesitate and put it up with the left hand. Knew he didn't have the dunk. Good hesitation.
I mean, it was perfect, and then the reverse layup was even sweeter right there.
53-32 our score. Here comes Mason Young off the steal. Euro step in the lane, missed the shot, and off Holton Keith. To go back to the Wildcats. 2:38 left here in the, and a timeout on the floor. Got a slick spot near the Cardinal head. Maybe somebody didn't sweat. Hit assistant coach Jacob Shrigley was going to do some mop work, but bailed out by a couple of tennis shoe wipes there by the Cardinals. Here come the Wildcats with it. Asbury over to Martin. In the corner, Spiva. Back to Asbury. Cardinals not letting them have the open look, and they throw it away. Canton Smith thought Spiva was going to stay in that corner pocket. He wanted to cut baseline that time.
Yeah, they just haven't been on the same pace tonight, and it's because of that tempo, and they've been able to control it. They pressure them sometimes. They go to the trap sometimes. I mean, they're just really mixing them up, throwing it at them, and as the kitchen sink, they say, and they're just really messing them up, and Wildcats have been a little off tonight with the passes.
Fisher checks back in for the Wildcats, along with Quincy Simpson, the senior. Simpson had 4 in that first half. 53-32, the Cardinals lead it. On a 13-2 run right now to lead this second quarter. 2 minutes left in the quarter. Pace down the lane. Inside he goes. Lost it late. And the Wildcats get it back. There's Asbury for three. No good. Skying a couple of Wildcats. Martin gets it back. They kick it out and stolen by Turner. He's got Fisher and now in the corner to Hurd for three. No good. Here come the Wildcats the other way. And measuring for the block was Holton Keith. Let's see. I think they're going to get Eli Pace for the foul. It'll be his second. Both guys maybe trying to decide who was going to block that one.
I mean, they both went up. I don't think I've ever seen them jump so high besides on that backdoor alley-oop. They went up there and they tried to spike it to the floor right there.
Dalton Riggs and Holden Johnson set to check in for the Cardinals. Snodgrass Collision Center is honored to serve the area and support our local schools located at 1604 East 4th Street in Joplin. Specialize in complete body and frame repair, four-wheel alignment, paintless dent repair. Snodgrass Collision Center, 781-7774. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals in tonight's game. 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Cardinals, Holton Keith with the basketball. Dribbles down the lane, bumped by Kenton Smith, missed the shot. Up ahead they come to Martin. Gets in the lane and stripped late but fouled by Holden Johnson. Second foul on Johnson. Proudly supporting the Cardinals is Baker Davis Roderick CPAs. BDR provides payroll, bookkeeping, and bill payment services for churches and small businesses. Baker Davis Roderick, located at 920 East 15th Street in Joplin. For more information, call 782-0829 or online at bdrcpas.com. Eli Pace will get his first breather of the night as Trey Turner returns. Martin at the line for one more free throw. Off the back iron, Dalton Riggs with the rebound. Turner brings it up the floor in the corner to Hurd. Hurd down the baseline, and he slid his foot. Hope his knee didn't buckle, it didn't. 53-34, inside a minute to go in the third. Cardinals have limited the Wildcats to 4 in this quarter. They'd like to keep it there. Canton Smith knocked out of bounds by Turner. Will, how do you like the rotations defensively?
Well, I liked it really good. If you saw Holden Johnson, he ran to this corner near us to guard the three. And then Trey Turner, he ran to the other corner to also guard the three.
Martin with it. Underneath to go to Simpson, and alley-oop is good for 2. 53-36 our score. Turner brings it up the floor. 28 seconds left in the third. Turner wants to drive, turns out to Holton Keith. He'll drive against Canton Smith. Now gets his way inside and blocked by the Wildcats. Simpson and Smith, pretty good defensive job there.
I mean, that was great. I mean, Keith probably shook him a little bit, made him touch the floor a couple times, but it was a great recovery by Simpson to go vertical and stuff it with 2 hands.
Trey Turner lobs it inside to Holton Keith, and I believe he was undercut that time. Be just the second team foul on the Wildcats in this quarter. Cardinals will get another baseline out of bounds chance here. Normally Pace is the inbounder. This time it's Turner to Hurd for a quick 3. He didn't mess around there. That was a catch and shoot.
Oh, he knew where it was going, and he knew when to shoot it right there. They sagged off.
56-36, the last second shot by the Wildcats. No good at the end of 3. It's the Webb City Cardinals 56 and the Neosho Wildcats 36. We'll go to the fourth quarter after this. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Have you ever felt burdened, broken, or worthless? The other day I was digging through my wallet and came across an old wrinkled $20 bill. If I offered you that bill, would you take it? No matter what I do to it, that $20 bill has value because of what it is, not how it looks or where it's been. You may feel worthless, but you're not. You still have value to Jesus. To learn more, call 888-NEED-HIM or chat with us live at needhim.org.
Cardinal Dome tonight. The Cardinals lead the Neosho Wildcats 56-36 as we head to the fourth quarter, and we'll tell you that supporting the Webb City Cardinal Athletics is Webb City Florist and Greenhouse. They offer flower bouquets for all occasions, birthdays, anniversaries, and funerals. Find out more about Webb City Florist and Greenhouse. Call 673-3780. And you can download the KNEO iPhone and Android phone apps at kneo.org. The KNEO iPhone and Android phone apps are sponsored by the Webb City Booster Club. We head to the fourth on senior night. First 4 minutes, what do you want to see out of this Cardinal ball club with a 20-point lead?
Just that same fire and physicality. They're playing well, and as I said, they're playing physical. Will said they matched it. I agree with them. They've done a perfect job. They've matched it, and they've taken it to another level. They've done it without fouling, Scott, and that's been the most important thing. The highest fouls we've seen is from Hurd tonight and Turner, and that's only with 2, and that's really good that we've seen that.
Martin with it for the Wildcats. In the corner they go to Fisher for 3, and the Wildcats missed that one. Martin saves it in, get to the head, now to Turner, and had it knocked out of bounds. Turner touched it last. Cardinals were 6 for 12 from the 3 in that first half, and the Wildcats just 3 for 7. They have not improved on that three-point shooting mark, and that was going to be the difference in this game all along if the Wildcats were going to be effective enough to really keep the game close.
But they also haven't shot at the rate and at the clip that we've seen them in the past couple of games as well. They used to put about 20, 25 three-point shots a game.
And Martin hurt, but he was fouled. And they'll call a foul on the floor. Third foul on, or just a second foul rather, on Holt and Keith. Turner and Pace with 3 apiece. Asbury to throw it in. Out front to Canton Smith. Knocked away for a moment. Now Simpson down the lane. He's a lefty. Loves that left-hand drive. And he's fouled by Dalton Riggs. The senior showing his muscle there. Some of our sponsors include Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Burpo Family Chiropractic, Arvest Wealth Management, Snodgrass Collision Center, Reeves Tire and Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Webb City, Huhat Mongolian Grill, Price Family Insurance and Financial Services, Big Nickel, Prolube Maintenance Center, Madison Pet Clinic, Roderick Insurance Agency, Baker Davis Roderick CPAs. Second free throw coming for Simpson. In and out. Riggs with a rebound. Had it knocked off his leg. Missouri Southern State University, Webb City Booster Club, Dairy Queen of Webb City, Express RX in Webb City, Body and Soul Transformation, Nick Myers CPA, and Crowder College also sponsoring our broadcast tonight. Fisher guarded by Turner, now to Asbury for a long 3. He got it. His first points of the night. 56-40, the Cardinals lead it. 7 minutes left here in the ball game. Pace on the weave to Holton Keith. Looking for the back door. Now Dalton Riggs down the lane. Turns, spins against Simpson. Puts it in. Went right into his body.
100%. And like we've been saying all night, the physicality is there. It's by both teams. But the Cardinals are just controlling it a little bit better emotionally as well.
Fisher nearly threw it in the backcourt. Asbury picks it up. Back to Fisher. Cross court to Martin, turns down the 3. Now puts it up late, and Riggs with the rebound. Pace brings it up the floor. Gets downhill in a hurry, left hand layup, no good, but fouled. He can go 0 to 30 in about no time, can he?
Him and
maybe
Keith.
0 to 60.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Him and Keith, I mean, the acceleration that they have and they share, I mean, whether it's from the high post or whether it's from full court, I mean, they're quick, they're agile, and they got the speed to just run with anybody.
Pace at the free throw line for one more as Spiva checks in for the Wildcats. Second free throw good, 60 to 40. Back to a 20-point lead for the Cardinals. Asbury with it, inside to Canton Smith. Against Johnson, puts it up, blocked. Riggs comes down with it. Excellent vertical block that time. Holden Johnson up the floor. He'll swing it out to Turner. Turner says, clear it out, I'm ready to get downhill. And Riggs, coming to the high post, was fouled from behind by Simpson. Slade Hurd and Mason Young will check back in for Dalton Riggs and Holden Johnson and get a nice hand from the crowd. There's been no drop-off tonight, Will, when we've made the substitution. That's important.
Yeah, it's really important because it's a lot of trust that Pace for three he misses, but it's a lot of trust that Coach Horn puts in his players. He expects to get the same results no matter who's in.
Yeah, you want your leaders out there, but you also need everybody else to contribute. Forsythe loses it in the lane. Pace gets it ahead to Holden Keith. He'll go up for two. 62-40. That was pure strength by Pace on the floor. He ripped it out of the hands.
And then he threw it probably about 40 feet as well. I mean, it was a perfect pass in stride, and I never know when Keith's going to dunk it, Scott.
Takes that little two-foot jump stop and knocked away. Now Asbury in the lane, puts it up, no good. Martin, no good. Knocked out of bounds by the Cardinals. 62-40 our score with 5:09 left here in the fourth quarter. Coach Culp telling his team a couple of instructions. There's Asbury for three. It's good. And a timeout called on the floor. The Cardinals lead it 62-43. We'll take it with you. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized Arvest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep. Whoa, that's helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. Arvest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
Welcome back to Webb City High School here at the Cardinal Dome. Cardinals lead at 62-43 with 5:05 left. Cardinals maintaining that intensity, which is what you have to do, no matter what the score is. In a ball game like this, you want to match your opponent and exceed that to whatever extent you can.
Yeah, definitely, especially in this game when you're playing physical all game long. You got to keep it up, and you don't want to give them any sort of momentum whatsoever. Going ahead, twist the knife, finish the job.
And a little conversation between the senior Eli Pace and the Wildcats junior Caden Asbury. Smile on both faces. We assume it was somewhat friendly. Holden Keith back to Pace. Back in their 3-2 zone look. In the corner to Hurd for three. Can he get his third of the night? Nope. Saved by Young. Picked up by Turner. Inside they go to Holden Keith. He couldn't get it to go. And the Cardinals lose it late. Holden Keith mad at himself about that one.
I mean, that was easy when he just got twisted around a little bit, and he probably should have used the left hand, Scott, as you always say.
Should have turned to his strong side. They kick it out to Martin from the baseline. No good. Rebound, Asbury for another three. No good. Another shot, no good. And a jump ball as Holton Keith and Martin were fighting for the basketball. Brock Pyle checked in for the Wildcats, the junior. And now the Wildcats in that zone defense. This time Hurd will turn down the three, but an ill-advised cross-court pass. Asbury steals it all the way to the cup for two. Now a long pass ahead to Hurd. Saves it into Holton Keith. And Canton Smith on his back as he put up the shot. Oh, they're going to say on the floor, as Holton Keith was just holding on for dear life, making sure he didn't go to the floor. It'll be baseline out of bounds for the Cardinals. Turner on the cut is Pace, but Turner will have to drag it back out. And Mason Young getting bodied from behind that time by Brock Pyle. There's 14 fouls on the Wildcats. Cardinals leading 62-45, 3:47 left in the ball game. Turner on a quick cut. Oh, he had the shot. Drags it back out. Hurd down the lane, spins, goes up and under, puts it in there, no good. Gets his own rebound. Holton Keith to Turner. Nearly lost it, now gets down the lane and lost it in the air. Asbury wanted a quick three, didn't get it. Martin back to Asbury for three. He is firing right now, boys and girls. He's got 11.
Scott, I got the privilege last year to watch him play at Neosho in a tournament, and when he's hot, he's hot.
He's hot right now. Down the lane he goes, he loses it, and then knocked off his shins. It should go back to the Wildcats.
And back to Asbury, Scott, he's been legit since he's been a freshman at Neosho. He shoots at a high rate, he shoots confidently, he's got a great frame to go with it.
There's another shot by Asbury, short. Rebound Hurd. Cardinals leading 62-48. Wildcats not done yet with 2:48 left, but here comes some guys off the bench. There's Turner for three. No good. And Cardinals wanted it over the back that time, didn't get it. There's Asbury for three more. He gets it. He's got 14, most of them in this fourth quarter.
If he wasn't in foul trouble, Scott, I think this would be a little bit different game.
There's Holton Keith down the lane for two to answer. 64-51 with 2:19 left in the game. Picked up by Young. Turner has Holton Keith ahead. A push from behind. And couldn't get it to Holton Keith soon enough. We're going to see a 5-by-5 substitution here.
They call that a platoon swap, Scott?
Yeah, this is. They can do it after the first free throw. We'll see Jackson Adams come in for the Cardinals. Coach Horn may answer with a new lineup soon enough. Turner with a free throw to come. And that's his first points of the second half, but the 7 he had in the first half. There's Mason Young checking out. And now a big roar from the student section as we're going to see some what we call the early Friday players come in. As Eli Pace and Holton Keith come out of the ball game. The seniors being honored one last time by their student section and the crowd here at the Dome. Connor Ross into the ball game, along with Jackson Adams. Will McClintock. Brady Holland. And now finally we see the aforementioned Fenn Rice. 66-51, the Cardinals lead with 2:08 left. Both ball clubs have put their subs in. Holland came up with a loose ball but lost it. Here comes Plummer with it. And knocked away by Holland. There's a young man going to be worth watching over the next couple of years.
Oh, 100%. And it's not just Holland, it's the five that's out here. I mean, next year, these guys got a chance to step up, to improve. And these 2 minutes right here, a lot of people don't see it as useless or, useful. But for these guys, this is everything right here. This chance to prove yourself, and you got all the momentum in the world right now.
Cardinals steal it. Fenn Rice on the floor. A jump ball will go back to the Wildcats. Fenn Rice down there to try to clean up things. Plummer with the basketball. Double team by Rice and Adams. And a foul inside. They fouled Rhett Wilson. That's just a 4th-team foul on the Cardinals. So baseline out of bounds here for the Wildcats. Wambaga to throw it in. Out front it goes to Plummer. Back to Plummer. They swing it to Wambaga. He loses it. Jackson Adams crossover. Has it knocked away. Fights his way through the crowd and puts it in. 68-51. The Cardinals lead it. Plummer loses it. And off the Wildcats. Back to the Cardinals with 1:06. And Fenn Rice will check out. And we'll see Grayson Smith in there. Along with Jacob Stites. Grayson Smith to Adams. In the lane, kicks it out to Holland. Lefty wants a three. No good, tapped out. Adams wants a three now. It's good! And the student section shouts its approval. 71-51, Cardinals by 20 with 38 seconds left. A three to answer by the Wildcats, no good. Wambaga inside, puts it up and in. And a free throw to come. Intensity hasn't changed with a new 5 on each side.
That's just what you like to see, and it's just fun. It's fun for the fans. It's fun for the guys who only really get to play at like 4:30. So no one's really either off work or no one's really out of school yet. So it's good for these guys, and it's good for the fans as well. And more importantly for Coach Horn, it's good to see his future excelling and exceeding.
McClintock and Fenn Rice check back in for Holland and Ross. Free throw no good, picked up by Grayson Smith. 71-53. Smith looking to drive against Plummer. Swings it out to Adams. Down the lane he goes for 2 more. Just missed it. Plummer will bring it up for the Wildcats. 16 seconds left in the ball game. Stolen by Adams. Ahead to Fenn Rice on a breakaway. And slapped out of there by Wambaga. There's no way he's letting him make that.
I mean, that's a great hustle right there. And Finn shows good sportsmanship, but they're just going to keep rolling. That's the intensity, and it's fun for the crowd, and it's fun for the players as well.
4 seconds left. And a final throwaway and a heave by the Wildcats. The Cardinals win it 71-53. We'll come back with our postgame show brought to you by Price Family Insurance and Financial Services in Crowder College. Back here in 2 minutes. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic. Once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
And welcome back to the Cardinal Dome here. The Cardinals victorious on senior night. Post-game show brought to you by Price Family Insurance and Financial Services and Crowder College. We're joined by head coach Jason Horn. First off, coach, congrats on the win on senior night tonight. One thing I have to say, your team tonight, everybody was getting involved. It's something we've been talking about up here a lot. This team, we've been looking for the third guy on offense, the fourth guy. Tonight it was everybody.
Yeah, everybody was, really aggressive. I thought they were able to go to the next play if there was a miss. That was something we had probably struggled with a little bit last week, dwelling too much on a mistake or a miss instead of going to the next play. And we were active rebounders tonight, and that was a good team. They had Parkview lead on Parkview late in the fourth quarter. I think they ended up losing by 9 or 10, but the situation where they had a foul. So we knew there was a really good team coming in, a little bit of a rivalry, and, they were amped up, ready to play. And, we talked to them before the game. Victory favors the aggressor, and we want to be the most aggressive team, and I thought we were that tonight.
Coach, one more thing. What did you think about Cardinal Nation tonight showing up for your team? The crowd was loud. The music was nice. What did you think about that?
It was a good atmosphere. Student section was really good. The little guys behind us were really good. They were a lot of fun. They were having fun, but they're the kids that are coming up through the program, and you'll see they sat back there a lot of nights, and they were very involved, and they may have gave our student section a little bit of run for their money, so they did a good job.
And, Coach, what's the plan of action going forward into the next game, the last game here at the Dome before districts? What's the plan of action? How do you continue to build off a win like this tonight?
Well, we have to continue to practice the habits that, that have got us wins, during the course of the season. So there's no special recipe. You just keep doing the same things in practice, working on your fundamentals. Being sharp on your timing on your offense, and continue to work on your slides on defense. And those are things we're going to continue to do. We'll break down film, kind of watch where, we were off at certain points, and, just hope they keep playing with confidence. That, that's the key. Those guys playing confident. I know that Joplin's a big game. They know Joplin's a big game. It's a big rivalry. There'll be a really good crowd here. The kids are going to be excited, and I'm looking forward to the game and hopefully have a little more momentum going into districts.
Coach, how about your two seniors tonight, Holton Keith and Eli Pace?
Just great players. Two different personalities, two contrasting styles they play. Eli's one of the few true point guards I've had in my career as a head coach in 19 years. I can think of 3 total off the top of my head, and he's one of them. He's a great player. He sees the floor. He doesn't get sped up. He play a lot of nights. He's going 30, 29 minutes, and he doesn't complain. Just keeps going out there and going to work, and he does the things that we need to have done to win. And then Holton, he's an explosive athlete. I still don't think he understands quite how fast he is. Just phenomenal work ethic out of him. We were up here last night, me, him, my son shooting, and just working on his game. And that's the type of player both of them are. A lot of nights spent together, working on their craft, and just can't say enough about them. We will sorely miss them when they're gone, and they've had a good run so far, and it's not over yet. They've still got more left in them.
Well, Coach, thank you for the talk tonight. Congratulations on the win. Enjoy this one, and on to Joplin.
Yep, thank you. I appreciate it, guys.
We'll take another 4-minute timeout. Back to wrap things up here on the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Webb City Cardinal fans, did you know there's a local, knowledgeable, friendly pharmacy conveniently located at 101 West Doherty in Webb City? We are Express RX of Webb City. And the best part is we can save you up to 90% on your prescriptions from the big box stores. We make it so easy to switch. Plus, we offer free convenient services such as free delivery, drive-thru, and free pill packaging. So come by and make the switch today. And go Cardinals!
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City, open daily from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
One of life's most beautiful and costly wonders is born out of pain and irritation. The pearl. When a piece of sand slips through the opening of the oyster's shell, it immediately begins rubbing against the oyster's soft tissue. This rubbing produces a hard substance, which in turn develops into one of the world's most exquisite gems, a lovely, luminous pearl. In fact, the greater the irritation, the greater the pearl. Perhaps an irritating trial is causing you excruciating pain right now. Know that God has a purpose in allowing that trial in your life. His plan is to make you into a pearl. Through your trials, God will produce qualities in you that could not be cultivated any other way. You can speak with someone right now about how to know God's love and plan for your life by calling 1-888-NEED-HIM or chatting with us at www.chataboutjesus.com.
Have you shopped for a computer lately? You can go Mac or PC. There are desktops, laptops, netbooks, and tablets. There's so many options that it's enough to make your head spin, and you never really know if you've made the best choice. We tend to make things pretty complicated in life. Some people think that there are a lot of ways to get into heaven, but how do you know which is the right way? The Bible tells us that everyone has sinned or done bad things of some kind, and that separates us from a loving God. But since He's a loving God, He told us one simple way we can be reunited with Him. In John 3:36, the Bible says, "Whoever believes in the Son," that's Jesus, "has eternal life. But whoever rejects the Son will not see life, for God's wrath remains on him." You can either accept Him or reject Him. To find out how to be sure of God's love and how you can start a personal relationship with Him, call 888-NEED-HIM.
Welcome back to the Cardinal Dome. One final time here as the Cardinals sweep the doubleheader here on senior night, and Cardinals beat the Wildcats 71-53. And guys, it's just been a good night to celebrate seniors all the way around. Celebrate Kira Long, who was taken away early from the Lady Cardinals with an injury, but was allowed to score 2 final points, even with that torn ACL. And then we saw it in the boys' game tonight. The leaders, Holton Keith and Eli Pace, showed their teammates how to do it, but then they showed the trust they have in the rest of this ball club. You said it well, Will. Everybody contributed up and down the lineup tonight.
Yeah, and that's kind of just the camaraderie that these guys have after playing for so long. These guys are basically family. So they trust each other a lot. They love each other like family, and it's definitely not easy to see someone you would consider your brother leave, especially once basketball season winding down here.
And that'll do it here from the Cardinal Dome. So for Daniel Moore back at our studios, for Will Hedrick, for Dimitri Lloyd, this is Scott Boudreau saying good night from the Cardinal Dome. You've been listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.